Seattle Mariners had 12 hits as a team.
On the right. Oh, what am I doing here? Guess I'll let him. No, I actually don't think I want him to lead off. Let she lead off. Bellinger, actually no. Bellinger, you can go play outfield. I mean, I guess I'll figure out you later. Yeah, I'll figure you out after.
First opened back in 2010. We're on the air from Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. It's the home opener of this new season between the Oakland A's and the Twins. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2020 Minnesota Twins.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, how about Stephen Piscotty? This guy is one of 3 American League Silver Sluggers in the outfield. You know how many outfielders there are in the league? A lot. And he walked away with one of the Silver Sluggers. This man can hit.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Oakland.
Oh, never mind.
Scherzer looks in. Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the home opener as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Borges will back up and put this away for a long out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Nick Martini the next to hit, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Coming off a year that we won the
pitch.
World Series.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Bases are empty, one man out.
Nah, dude, you're wrong. That was not a shot.
Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. Holt takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Next up for the A's, Stephen Piscotty. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And this is low, ball one.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. No, 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
Oh.
And we're just getting started here in Minneapolis. Full count still. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. A's are gone in order. It's the A's nothing. Twins coming to bat on Major League Baseball, the show. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And Dan Dero, these A's as they begin play here this afternoon. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Oh. It's probably why I'm not getting much production out of him.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Why the fuck is that thing on?
So the base. Is empty here with 1 away. And that'll bring up the power hitting first baseman Ryan Zimmerman. Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. Nothing in 1.
Did I just mess up my whole entire script?
And he takes this one high, 1-1. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a...
Oh, my God.
Swing.
No, damn it, I don't want the on either.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on.
Fucking hell.
on that one. And he takes strike 3.
What in the hell?
Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first. 2 away.
Batting third.
The next.
Oh, the fuck. Ugh, I don't want that thing on.
Twin up, Christian Yelich will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Yelich at second with 2 down. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Oh my! It's gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And stepping up as the shortstop, Trevor Story. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it. And that's the 3rd out. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the 2nd. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A ball and a strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Bellinger's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That is fifth.
Set to get his day started, Matt Chapman. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Hit back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Don't want to forget about him. Here's the 0-1. This ball will be chopped foul. Here it comes on 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
No balls and a strike to count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
What are you talking about?
In the dirt.
Alrighty.
Perfect throw, and they got him at second. A's go quietly there. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Melky Cabrera. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Line towards center field. Martini patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Brock Holt now. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Martini is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
Okay. Okay.
Batting it.
Digging in now, Francisco Cervelli. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Story brings it in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Striding in for Oakland, Jurickson Profar, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Batting up. Protected.
Digging in, Jason Castro, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yelich will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's Peter Borges standing in. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Martini giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Up next for Minnesota.
So with 1 away, we'll remind you to follow the Twins here on MLB The Show. We'll be here all season long as you get a look there at where we'll be over the course of the next 7 days. So 1 away now in the Minnesota third, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the power-hitting first baseman Ryan Zimmerman. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. On On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Liner in there for a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Now batting.
So runners at first and second here with one away. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Roll, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Stepping in now, Melky Cabrera as he drives a liner to right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Second baseman.
Up next for Minnesota, Brock Holt. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Strike taken to throw. And, in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. Twins lead it 6-0. Striding forward now is the D. Dribble Cabrera. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Too low, 1-0.
Ooh.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game
right
for
now,
the A's
it's been
so
a while
far.
since I actually
In for strike 2.
Max Scherzer, so I'm getting used to it again.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Here's another 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Striding into the box, Stephen Piscotty. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. Low for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
The count now at 2-2. Fouled off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Lifted in the air out to right. Yelich is under it, and that's the 3rd out. A's are gone in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Stepping in, Cody Bellinger. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Martini has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he is in there. In now, Ryan Zimmerman. And their runners at the corners now.
Zimmerman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch outside. The throw. Not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
The 1-0 home. Drilled on the ground to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Now batting.
In is Christian Yelich. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Twins forced to settle for 1. We played 4 full. It's the Twins 7 and the A's nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Leading off with the Athletic.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Borges. Gone to lead off the inning.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. A base hit in his first trip. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Pinder, originally from the state of Virginia, he was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Striding in, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up, and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with it.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Middle of the afternoon here at Target Field. It's the Twins 7 and the A's 1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Max
Colorado.
Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Line towards center field. Martinez
When I'm getting
is
better
there, and
production
they'll bring
with
this one
Muncy
in.
than I am with Bellinger.
Now batting. Shortstop. Trevor Story.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. First delivery to him on the way. Bullet back up the middle. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Next will be the designated hitter, Melky Cabrera. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building up that last AB.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side.
A lot of
Twins are
different
set down
camera
1,
angles
2, 3.
in this
They're
franchise
on
that
top
I have with
7-1.
Los Angeles and the Colorado Rockies.
Here's Jurickson Profar. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Still fucking found that off.
Here's another 0-2. This is skied into short left center. Bellinger's under it. 1 down.
Now batting. Catcher. Jason Castro.
Standing in, Jason Castro. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now a ball hit towards Story at short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Up next for Oakland.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 7-1. Coming to the plate now, Brock Holt. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's one for Profar at second. And that's the first down.
Look at Holt running so fucking fast.
Stepping up now, Francisco Cervelli. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Now batting, Peter Borges. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Ready once again, Nick Martini. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far after that knock. That's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition
really
sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
1-2 now.
Never been this weird with
one
Max
of the later
Scherzer
stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away.
What the
And
hell?
that's going to move that runner into scoring position now. Scherzer comes set. 2-2 on its way home. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Martini leads off second with nobody out. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs. It's definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
Yeah, I didn't figure out what the hell is going on with this pitching. It's dynamic, but then
the 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. And it's fouled away. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Popped him up. Muncy in foul ground. 2 down.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Matt Chapman. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 7-1.
7th inning, Red.
And now
so we're barely getting any production from Bellinger. Don't get production from Max Muncy.
Here in the bottom of the 7th.
Usually the other way around.
No balls and 1 strike.
Usually Bellinger's doing so good, and Muncy sucks. I just have to trade him.
Check swing grounder to the right side. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
The batter.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
Yusmeiro Petit enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. 0-1 the count. 0-1. Bellinger's off and running. Strike called. Now the throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Line towards center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. One gone now in the Minnesota seventh. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. He's set. Here it comes. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Swing, and he pops him up. Chapman has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the third baseman.
At the plate, Max Muncy, runner in scoring position once again. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Now you can see the scoreboard that well, but it does have a column that shows how many people are left on base.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike
Muncy,
two.
Come on. Still getting better production than Bellinger.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. Pinder is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. One left for Minnesota. They're on top 7-1. So stepping in, Chad Pinder. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Craig Kimbrell has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Oh, I love free agency. That's how I got this guy. Like, I didn't know this guy's warmed up. Just trying to see how he's doing so far. Oh, then that would have been a strike anyways, but okay. Oh, that's... Yeah, I need to figure out what the fuck is going on here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bellinger's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul.
It's never been like this.
This pitch is popped up. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Now batter.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with two men out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Yelich going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
There you are, Yelich.
They're down 7-1. Now to the plate, Trevor Story. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty.
Good, watch that ball go by.
Strikes the count. The 1-0 home gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Okay. I mean, of course, it's normal for me to do.
Bounce to first.
With my own player, I do this.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Melky Cabrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. Oh, and he misses it. Throwing to second. Throw won't get him. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Standing in now, Brock Holt. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he's safe.
Luck.
Digging in and looking for more, Francisco Cervelli.
He's not fast. That was a luck right there.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Has a look, now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Cervelli is off at first with 2 away. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
That one's not even that's nowhere near the strike zone. Second pitch? I could say that's still a good pitch to swing at.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Piscotty going back on it. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. Twins are out in front, 8-1. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Trevor May comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Alrighty.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second.
I've seen enough. I know what I need to change.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Now the A's designated hitter as Asdrubal Cabrera. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
The batter, the center fielder.
Riding in once again, Nick Martini. He singled his last time up. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now.
Nope.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball, 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Nick Martini goes down for the second out, and now they're down to their final try. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw on the second for the force, and the ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Twins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Max Scherzer earns the win, his second. Julio Teheran struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 8 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Max Scherzer. His record is now 2-0. The loss goes to Julio Teheran. He falls to 1-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Our paid attendance at Target Field this afternoon, 38,649. The Twins thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. In the AL Central, the Minnesota Twins combined to allow only 4 hits as they dismantled the A's 8-1. The Chi Sox beat the visiting Rays 6-2. The Tigers beat the Tribe in Cleveland 5-3. The Blue Jays launched 3 home runs as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 11-2.
Oh.
The Halos put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-1. Jake Marisnick drove in 4 as the Astros disposed of the Mariners 9-2. The Marlins racked up 11 hits as a team as they pulled away from the Nationals 9-3. The Phillies finished off a 2-game sweep as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 7-2. The Milwaukee Brewers totaled 13 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 10-7. The Dodgers combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 3-2. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.